All right, here I am now with Andy Potts. Andy, thanks for joining me for this interview. Appreciate
Troy,
it.
thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So, Lifetime Fitness Triathlon, short course race. It seems like you're focusing a little bit more now on long course racing. So, why are you here? Is it part of your training program, or is this a real peak event for you?
You know, this race will mark the 5th time I've done Lifetime, and that's the most I've done any race ever. So it holds a kind of special place in my heart, and I'd like to try to combine Olympic distance racing with half Ironman and Ironman racing, and see if I can't get the whole thing to, mesh together. If I go to each race with a purpose and, with the right preparation, there's no reason why I can't be or excel at each race in every distance.
Right.
So
So, do you feel that this distance is good for building your speed or refining your speed for long course racing?
I think it has more to do with power,
Okay.
just sheer power output, not necessarily sustained power,
Mhm.
but when you're talking about triathlon, we're talking about a 2-hour race, so it's a fantastic race when you're talking about Olympic distance. Double that for 70.3 or half Ironman, and then kind of quadruple it for Ironman or quadruple plus.
Yeah, exactly.
But 2 hours of racing is a good test, and a good source for power, and it also keeps me motivated
Sure.
throughout the year.
Yeah, doing a lot of long course racing. You can't race as frequently.
No,
right?
you can't.
Yeah.
And I enjoy racing. I
Mhm.
enjoy racing way too much to
Right.
limit it myself to just 1 or 2 times a year.
So, how many races will you do this season?
Right now my schedule has me at 12,
Okay.
but it could be whittled down by the time we get to Kona.
Wow, 12. That's a busy schedule.
A little busy, a little
Yeah,
bit.
definitely. So, tell me, how do you fit in the volume of training you need to do for long course racing with all the racing that you do? I mean, do you taper for events, or do you train through events and just get the weekly volume in? What's your strategy for
Yeah,
that?
my weekly volume really doesn't fluctuate too much, even when I'm racing. I think that I've got a good plan on a 1-day rest. That's pretty much all I do. It's just travel, get ready to pop a good one on race day,
Yep.
and I'll actually fly back home on race day,
Okay,
and then get right back into the
the
groove
next day.
the next day.
Gotcha.
So volume hurts a little bit, but not substantially so. And I know that actually the way that this course plays out here in Minneapolis, it's a non-drafting race, but it plays to the runner's strengths
Mhm.
here. And I think that you certainly need to swim and bike prior, but usually one of the faster runners will walk away with the victory. And every other race past July 11th this year is more geared towards cycling.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back home and really start to put in some good
Mile.
volume on the bike. Not necessarily power. Power's there. It just has to be sustained power.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I remember reading an article about you in Popular Science magazine.
Yeah,
about
great
your
article.
Training. Yeah, that was very interesting. So, you train intuitively. You train, and your training fluctuates with the way you feel. Basically, is that right? You monitor yourself
Mhm.
daily. There's no preconceived structure to it. Basically, is that correct? I mean, is that how you train?
That's a fairly accurate description of it. I'd say the biggest thing would be there is the subjective feel, but
Uh-huh.
there's also the objective numbers
Right.
and what the output is objectively. So we kind of combine the two,
Got it.
because some days you feel terrible, but you can go great and you can push yourself. Other days you feel great and you just may not be able to push yourself
Mm-hmm.
to where you need to be, and we try to find that balance where you look at the subjectively, like how I feel and what my words are, and how I'm describing what I'm feeling inside, and then what are the numbers, what is my heart rate, what is my power. Combine those two, and then my coach will look me in the eye and he'll see if I'm lying or if I'm telling the
And you'll
truth.
make the assessment at that moment how the workout goes.
Yeah, or the next day.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Interesting. Well, it seems to have worked out very well for you.
Yeah, it's working out great, no complaints, and I'd like to, I think with the way that things are set up, it's going to make it a successful and long career, and that's the idea. Is not just to be a bright flash in the pan, but kind of flame out. I'd like to have a, more lasting burn, and if that means I have to go back to come back to Lifetime 8 more times,
There you are.
then that's what I'd like to
Keep
do.
on doing it.
Yep.
So one last question for you. Ironman. I mean, that's seems to be the next frontier for you, and is that the focus for this year?
It is for sure.
Good.
I got my first taste at Kona last
Mm-hmm.
year, and I want to go back for more to improve on last year's finish and do a lot of really special things on the Big Island.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again, and
Thanks, Troy.
good luck.
All right, thank you.